Welcome everybody back to the BS Exchange. We're very excited today to introduce our first ever guest, the one and only Danny Green. How are you, mate? What's been happening?
Not much, Brent. I'm well, thank you. How are you, Chris?
Very good, Danny. Good to have you here, mate. Very good to have you here.
Just like everyone, Brent, we're in lockdown at the moment, or everyone in Victoria, that is. And we can't do too much. So, unfortunately, I have to speak to you two blokes to get some entertainment. But, like your show, if we can give a few people a laugh, I'm happy to be a partner.
Perfect, mate. Cheers to that.
Cheers.
Yeah, I don't have a drink. Thanks, fellas. We did that well, didn't we?
We did. But,
well, let the viewers know, Chris, that you were about 15 minutes late to the cast because you were giving yourself a groom there, mate. It's looking very fresh.
Yeah.
Yep, spot on. Needed it. Sort of watched our podcast last night back a bit, Brent, and didn't look too good. A bit woolly, so feel fresh. Need to get ready. Good to have Greenie on board, though. Very, very happy with the storyteller. Hey, there's a lot of pressure I've told a lot of people.
Don't tell a lot of people because I don't want to inflate it too much about things, but we'll see how we go. Maybe we won't let the truth get in the way of a good yarn.
Spot on.
Timmy would be very impressed with the new look, Smith.
Do you reckon?
Oh, I think he'd be right up and about.
Because he's the only one I've heard from, Brent, and
because that's why he did it.
Not been positive at all. So I thought, no, I've got to change this up a bit. It'd be good.
And just to let you boys know too, I did subscribe to this show.
Oh, yes. That's
What's
11.
That put us 11.
11.
So we're on the up. We're on the up.
We are on the up.
It only goes forward from here.
Spot on.
So, Daniel, we'll start with Daniel. Is there anything you want to get off your chest, mate? How you coping through the whole COVID situation since when did it start? Probably late February, we got the word.
No, I'm coping okay. Fortunately, with my work, I'm able to keep working, so it gets me out of the house. And I can do what I need to do as such, but having a 2-year-old run around inside is a bit challenging at times, especially in the middle of winter now. Getting out of winter, but still the cold weather and rain.
It's pretty miserable.
Miserable, yes, that's right. And then being that my partner, she's a school teacher, so she's sort of trapped inside a bit too. So I come home with a bit of a circus happening inside, kid running around, Mrs. yelling and screaming at me to do stuff to really get in. But no, I'm coping. It's all good. So,
good to hear. That's
really
good to hear.
The missus is a school teacher. That would suggest that she should be pretty well educated.
Wow.
But
she is, Brent. She is.
Her choice in bloke would suggest not.
Okay, so now. No, she did hit the lottery when she got me, mate. She got lucky, so no, I don't know. She was swooned by me in my younger years, and
what a man.
Can't blame her.
Yeah. No, that's right.
Yeah. You're looking fit, by the way.
Brent, I know you're saying that with a tongue in cheek at the moment. I've been in better shape than this, and this is what sort of probably has the COVID led to a bit of drinking more, which probably most people are. But all right, Brent. Thanks for that.
What's your drink of choice, Danny?
I drink a bit of everything, Chris, but I like to drink Scotch straight.
Yeah.
I'll mix my whiskies.
I like it.
Yeah, so at the moment I'm drinking the TheBSxchange Storm. So
nice.
Yeah, Scotch that I bought.
Well played.
Yeah, so if they want to sponsor us, they can. And send some bottles my way. But it's not a bad drop. So
I like how the first guest has already included himself as us. I'm very impressed.
No, I'd like to hope I can come back on this show at some point.
Oh, mate,
But go, you can interrupt while I'm talking.
I was just answering your question. I think from the feedback, I can see the comments now live, and the fan base that we've got, the swelling fan base, is just they're really up and about at the moment. They're loving it.
Oh, that's good to hear that all three of them, Brent. That's good. So, yes. Was I saying something? I've lost my train of thought. Did you ask me a question?
No, I was answering your question, but you wanted to keep talking.
Yeah. What are you drinking there, Brent?
The Buffalo Trace, mate.
Oh, yeah. Oh, the Buffalo Trace. That's not a bad drop to mix.
Just Coke.
You got me onto that.
What was that? Sorry, Chris?
It's just Coke. He's just got Coke.
It is just Coke.
That's what he does.
That's right.
That's what he does.
Actually, it's just Pepsi.
Yeah. Cola cordial.
That's right.
Sugar free.
Cola cordial.
Yeah. That's right.
Yeah. Yes.
No,
so what are we going to go into today? You've done that thing.
I think that's what I was saying. Being my first show, hopefully when I do come back at some point, I'll be a bit better and we do have some more Whisker Storm to drink. So, as our sponsor.
As our sponsor, you
Yeah.
What's Chris doing?
Just get myself a beer.
Boy. It's like footy trip, isn't it?
Feel real, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Feel really awkward that you're still drinking. So.
That's right. Did you just catch the footy last night?
Yes, I watched the football, Brent, as I'm an Essendon supporter.
Gutted?
It's probably expected. You know, as us Essendon supporters, which Brent, you are as well.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, we just, I don't know. You get your hopes up, but you just know at some point something's going to go wrong, and they just, kind of shoot themselves in the foot and give us some ammunition to bag them about. So,
I'll tell you what the worst thing about it is at the moment is you know that an umpiring decision is going to cost some team a game.
Oh, Chris, do not get me started on the umpires. I tell you.
Unleash, Dan. This is the platform for it, mate. Go. Let us know what you think.
No umpires watch.
Well, what I find amusing is when, if it's people, siding with the umpire, they make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. Players make mistakes. Yeah, players do make mistakes. But, Chris, like you kick a footy, it comes off the side of the boot. You've made that mistake. And
that's never
happened. Why me? You should have used Brent as the example.
I probably should have, but sorry, I was just looking at you. I can't take my eyes off that glistening bald head. But the side of the boot, so that's a mistake, and that's on you, and your team. Yeah, your team.
100%.
When an umpire makes a mistake, obviously that costs your side. Yeah.
Yep.
That affects your side. Do you know what I mean? Like from
100%.
the umpire making a mistake that can lose you a game and can't be rectified. Unless if you kick the ball off the side of a boot or something, you can chase it down, pick it back up, and rectify that mistake.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Very, very good point. Good point.
Yeah. Did it make sense? I don't know.
No, it did make sense. But the one thing, though, I think the biggest issue in the AFL now, though, is the flopping. Like Callum Ward should actually get fined for what he did last night. Because it's never going to change otherwise. I had a discussion with a mate. Here's something for you. We'll see what you boys think of this. If an umpire's paid 120 grand, say for the year,
then what the fuck am I doing?
We think they should actually get a base payment of 60 and get incentives. If they umpire a shit game, nothing. Umpire a good game, here you go, have a bit extra coin.
Great point you brought up, Chris, because I even think that's as well. And it may happen as such, I don't know exactly, but even with players.
Yeah.
And the base payment, some of them are obviously overpaid and some performances. All right, Brent. Do you want to say all of them?
Dusty's not overpaid, Brent. So you go with. I'm with you, Danny.
I'm just saying some. It's just that are overpaid and put in shit performances week in, week out, and they're still earning 500,000 plus or whatever it is.
Name them.
And they're just. I'm not going to just name just yet. I mean, actually.
They'll never watch. Granny, they'll never watch. Just throw them under the bus.
They may not yet, but in time, Chris, they will. All right? So,
I love it. But the other thing too is though, a player will get dropped.
Mm-hmm.
Umpires don't.
Well, that's right. Yeah.
Razor Ray should have been dropped fucking 80 games ago. It's just not talk.
I was about to say, and that's the big thing. Why do they talk so much to the players? Why do the players just tell them to, not probably these words, but just tell them to fuck off? They don't need to be spoken to or told how to play a game of football.
No.
They belittle them.
All the umpire's meant to do is just go there, adjudicate the decision, and move on.
100%. 100% in agreement. Well said.
Very good points, Daniel. Look,
No, you've
this
done
is
well.
what
Started well.
This is what guests bring to the show.
Oh,
Yeah.
well, excuse me, I just quickly...
relevant points.
That was just my lawyer saying, just be careful what you say. No.
I have a question for you. Now that because we're going to interrogate you all through the show. That's the point of it.
We've gone for 5 minutes and you're getting to it now.
No, I actually thought about this
Yes.
not long ago this morning. Why did you leave Pines and go to Kringle?
At the time, my stepdad played football.
Yes.
And I sort of went with him, and we were living in Baxter at the time.
Yeah.
It was Baxter or Somerville. And just probably one, being a bit younger too, transportation, get down to training. So at least I could go down and train. He'd take me to training, etc. It actually would have been a bit younger too, yeah. So that's probably partly the reason, or mainly the reason.
Yeah,
So
I was thinking about this.
Smitty, you're quite acquainted with
Porky?
Porky?
Yeah. No, he punched me chest out.
He's responsible for your $1 million smile there.
Yeah,
No, he did. I got him off at the tribunal, though.
Yeah, you're a good man, Chris. That's what it should be.
But do you know why he did that?
I probably did. I probably did at the time, but I can't remember.
He did it because he didn't know me and Greenie were mates. I gouged Greenie as fun joke. He was on the bottom of the pack, and I reached around and gave him a bit of a tickle.
You wouldn't know anyone.
Okay.
And he didn't know, and he bopped me. But
Good
that's
on
what
him.
happens on a footy field, though.
Exactly right. You dish it out. You got to take it. So
That's 100%.
yeah, and I'll
dish it out.
Same. Yeah, we've all dished it out, and you take it. But probably like us, we don't sook about it.
100%.
And what happens in the change rooms stays in the change rooms.
Don't even get me going. Don't even get me going.
So what do you mean by that? Oh, it's just like
I'm irate.
Have you seen what happened with Richmond? Dan?
no. When was this? Sorry.
Oh,
What?
really?
Really?
Oh, mate, I know. When did this happen?
Oh,
No.
please
So
explain.
So what's happened, Green, is that they've got footage of the boys singing the song, and a couple of them are grabbing each other's snags and putting their fingers up each other's asses. That's a little bit strange. Like, I don't think any of the boys did that to me. But now they're just the fun police of Taylor fucking Harris.
They've called, what do they call it? Indecent assault?
They're indecent assault. One of the journos asked Damien Hardwick, does it only happen to a black man? Because it happened to Marbia Chol. So he brought racism into it.
There we go.
When the footage actually shows, sorry, Chris, the footage shows.
Everybody doing it.
Everyone was doing it,
Yeah, right. Right, so they're on the Black Lives Matter thing, are they, or something?
The world that we live in has gone to shit. Like, it honestly has. And you know what the worst thing is? They'll now get slammed when Richmond go into the rooms to sing the song and turn off all the cameras.
Yeah, exactly.
I know, because we're in the rooms. Because we've all been in footy change rooms, and they're different to... I've played cricket and footy. Cricket people are a lot different to footy. Footy rooms is just... They go rogue. We've had all sorts of shit happen in our footy rooms that I've been pissed on 970 times in the shower. Like, that actually happens all the time. Yeah,
and he's counting.
And I was cowering in the corner as well, and there was just 18 blokes standing around me.
Chris, you sure you weren't in prison?
That's called a golden shower, mate.
That was a golden shower. But it happens, and we have fun in the change rooms, and we're loose.
That's right.
And I hate the racism factor brought into things. I can't stand it.
Yeah, no, it's a cop out, and I don't want to make a lot of it, but that's even too, I don't know, just a little bit off subject too, but just even like mental health being used as a lot of reasons why players or people, are not playing, or they've got, they can't cope or something like that because they might have had a bad game, and then they're like, no, he's got mental issues, so he's going to, and it's shit because the people that really do have it, you know, it doesn't highlight that sense. Do you know what I mean? People take
100%.
Yeah. So so I just don't know why I put that up. But just
no, but that is a valid point. That is a valid point. Because if you highlighted the ones that are actually struggling and it was less of them, because it's at the point now where everybody comments and says, he's a fucking junkie up the street that's just having lines and stuff like that and had a bad day and got caught. And that's why he's using mental health. Whereas you got old mate that's actually really battling. Like Jack Stephen. Right. He doesn't have mental health. His missus stabbed him.
Yeah. That's right.
Like that's what happened. Like he may be depressed or whatever because of his life, may have got caught having an affair or whatever he did. I don't know. But you got blokes out there that are actually really battling with a disease.
Yeah. I think that's the difference. There's a difference where you're depressed, but there's depression in there. Like it's,
spot on.
We all have shit days. We all get down.
Yes.
But then there's people that actually are in a frame of mind where it's a mentally debilitating disease or whatever they call it.
100%.
And, so.
Could not agree more.
I just never knew that I was on a podcast with two psychologists. So thank you for bringing us into that deep conversation, fellas. I really appreciate it.
Well, you need to be educated, Brent.
I was going to say, this is your intervention, Brent, because
there's got to be one opposer here. Totally right, boys. But I was going to bring some light to the conversation every now and again, you know.
Yeah, and actually, just having said that, sorry, Chris, again, you interrupted. I was just going to speak quickly about the name of your podcast.
Oh, this is directed solely at you, Brent, because I asked you to change it. You said no.
How did this come about?
I don't like where this is going. We tried to
hang on. Stop. I'm going to say the story. No. So what happened, Green? This is what happened, Green. I got a message come through my phone and said, this is what we're going to call us.
Right. Okay. So
what happened.
So Brent's a dictator, is he?
No. I'm the host. You said I'm the host. You're just the dumb bloke that's going to make the people laugh. This is what we need to call it, Brent and Smitty or bullshit. And I was just like, what about this?
That works, though. See how it works?
Granny's about to tell you it's not, though.
I don't know. Maybe he's about to praise it. I'm not sure.
No. I just thought that the TheBSxchange. Yeah. Why did you drop the E?
We explained this.
You haven't watched.
Sorry. No. Well, sorry. I was unaware of this podcast with 10 people that are subscribed to it. It's not mainstream at the moment. We've known about it. So.
If you do it the other way, it's the TheBSxchange.
Sex change.
Well, okay, I get that, but you shouldn't have sort of broken it down, like because you didn't have capital BS or something, did you?
Yeah, but it's still
something.
But then we just wanted to be a bit flash, bit flash, mate. Drop.
Does that mean you're just going to drop, letters and consonants? So I'll just call you like Bren.
I'm going to drop letters as fast as I drop you from this podcast.
Yeah, please do it. Do me a favour. I get pissed here and just, don't have to look at you.
Look, I see where he's coming from.
No, sorry, I just thought,
I think if we're a team, we should all be able to have input.
Well, I wanted to go with the tripod or something, but there's already probably over.
Who's that referring to?
The bloke down the bottom. But
I'm up the top right on mine. Greeny's down the bottom.
Oh, you're on the bottom.
I'm up. No. Okay.
Anyway.
Oh, sorry. That's right. I just wanted to know that.
But we couldn't be a tripod with just two of us, Brent.
No, we could have had a third person.
Why didn't you invite someone then?
That's right.
Because tripod doesn't work. There's already 1,000 podcasts with it in their name. There's no one called the TheBSxchange. And for good reason, according to Daniel.
Well, yeah. That's right. No, that's okay. I just thought I just wanted to just clarify that. So thank you for doing that, Brent.
You're welcome. Anything else?
No.
No? Okay. We're off the name.
Yeah.
Hey, look, by all means, if the listeners, the many volumes of listeners that we have, want a name change.
No, Brent.
If they want a name change, let us know.
No. Let us know. How much work I had to do on that shit? That did my head in.
Apparently none, you just said.
What?
Hang on. Let's go through it. Green, this is what happened. He said, let's do this. No, look, now he's getting nervous, isn't he? Now he's getting nervous.
We're on the logo. We're on the logo.
Mate, you told me this is what you wanted. I spent 2.5 days putting this thing together, all hours of the night.
I just want to see how committed you are, mate.
Nah, bullshit. And then I was like, this is perfect. And it was spot on. And you didn't like
I'll let the listeners decide that. I'll let the listeners decide that when I upload
there's 10
it
listeners and 3 of them are my kids. You're out. You're fucking going to lose this bet.
You got the majority vote. You got the majority vote.
Yeah. Selfish, you are. How good's drinking at 10 in the morning, though?
This is great. I might play footy again just so I go on a footy trip. Fantastic.
Yeah.
Easy? Easy Kookaburra's grown.
Oh,
Casey.
Contract negotiations live on the cast.
No,
the greatest club.
Sorry, is it?
It's the greatest club.
Why is that?
Oh, I love it, mate. The people. It's very. Well,
that's what makes
very old
clubs,
school. 100%.
A lot of past success.
Right. Someone cut you off then or something?
Have you had a lot of? Have you had a lot of?
It's just like the exchange. Just cut off the E. Just making short words.
You're just trying to confuse us. You just start talking mid-conversation and then stop, and we just sit there and go, "What the fuck happens now?" Are we meant to finish off your sentence? Is that what's meant to happen?
I can do it off the chair.
I wish you did.
I was asking, have you had a lot of past success?
I haven't coached a game yet.
No, like the club. You're talking about how good the club is. I want to get a feel for the club.
It's a battling club. That's what it is. It hasn't had too much past success, but well, it depends. What do you define as success?
That's right, Brent.
Oh, how good the footy trips are?
Oh, I haven't been there.
What would you define as success, Daniel?
Oh, well, obviously you play to win premierships, don't you?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
That's all you had to say, Brent.
Isn't that what clubs are judged by, though? Really?
But I don't think they should be.
Probably not. That's like players as well. Like if you played 300 games, haven't had a premiership. But yeah, just you're probably always going to be that little bit inhibited as a player if you haven't won a premiership.
Like Nick Riewoldt versus Jonathan Brown. Who's a better player? I'd say Nick Riewoldt is, but everyone rates Jonathan Brown because he's won 3 flags.
Well, exactly. Well, yeah, that's probably my point, though, isn't it? You know?
I'm backing your point up. I fully agree 100%.
Yeah.
The premiership is the team.
Yeah, that's right. That's true.
So, but we've played finals a lot, but they haven't been able to win a flag. So,
you won one.
It's been a long time. Huh?
St Kilda.
Was that Brett?
St Kilda 1-1.
That old chestnut.
But mind you, I don't mind the way St Kilda are playing at the moment. Chris.
Oh, very exciting football.
Yeah.
The wheels will fall off. Don't you worry about that. And if it doesn't, there's one thing I can guarantee you. If it gets to prelim week and we're still flying, COVID-19, shut the comp down. That's what will happen.
Probably, yeah.
When do you see this shit ending?
COVID?
Yeah.
Not gonna.
Well, yeah.
Chris looks optimistic.
Yeah, no, well, from what they're telling us, it's still going to be around for a while. It might even be the fact that, all these, cases drop, all this crap that they say. But the way of life is still going to be sort of, I think, as is for a bit, like not necessarily restricted to homes, but limiting what we can do until they get this vaccine, apparently. But, yeah.
Daniel.
What?
Did you get the test? I think you were telling me the other week.
Which test are we talking about? The one where I have to bend over for, or the one that went up the nose for the...
Not the STD test, mate. The COVID test.
I did.
You did. How? Talk us through it, mate. What's involved? Let the listeners know.
Oh, I left home. I drove to a COVID screening station that was based in Frankston, and
COVID's the least of your problems there.
That's right. No, so then just drove into the Monash Uni there, and at first I thought, it's going to probably take about 10 minutes, so just seeing the tent thing, and maybe about 10 cars lined up. So I thought this won't take much time at all. But having said that, when I drove in, turned around the roundabout, and then there's just a snake of cars that went probably about a kilometre or so. Yeah. So we're basically in there for about an hour waiting.
Yep.
And then literally went in there. They just have their little swabby thing that feels like a dunny brush going up your nose. It's a bit rough.
Did they do it through the car window, or did you have to get out?
No, they just lean in through the window, and just one down the back of the throat, and then two up your nostrils. And
glad we got that cleared up that they reached through the window. That was an important question that needed to be asked.
No, he said we walked. He said we went in.
Did you have symptoms, Groan? Is that what happened?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah.
I
asked that question.
I had just a cold, really, just a blocked nose, but to do with
had the COVID
work. Apparently, no, I didn't have the COVID, Brent.
How long did it take to get your the all clear?
Results? About 48 hours, a couple of days. So yeah.
When was this? Was this when it was full?
No,
now you can't leave the house and stuff. Did you leave the house?
No. My word, I left the house.
Statue of Liberty.
No, not necessarily like going and being like dickheads that do apparently have the symptoms or do have it or whatever and go to a shopping centre and that, but I still went out. I had a cold, just a blocked nose. I didn't, as they say, the symptoms and all that sort of stuff. It wasn't like a runny nose or a scratchy throat or, all this sort of stuff. It was literally just a blocked nose, bit of congestion.
So, Dan, did that test, that just see if you actually have it, or does that show if you've had it previously as well? Or
I've got no idea, Brent. They could have tested me for anything.
So how'd you get a result? Like, they just send it through the text or something?
Just a text message, yeah.
Oh, mate, this is... What's going on?
They said you were negative.
That's it.
COVID. Yeah.
Your questioning's been horrendous today, Brent.
Well, why wouldn't you you should get a sheet letting you know exactly what's happening.
Yeah, nothing's happening. He doesn't have it.
I don't have it.
Yeah, you should still get a sheet like labelling what was tested and whatnot.
What? He got corona tested.
I got a test for corona, Brent.
He thinks he did.
It sounds
what it sounds to
I was getting tested for, Brent.
What it sounds to me is like this idiot just sat himself in a kilometre car long and got a fucking swab up his nose for no reason, and then some moron texted nah, you don't have it, mate. You're good. And then the next person that texted, they're like, yeah, you got it, mate. You're fucked. Next person, nah, you don't have it, mate. You're cooked. What's going on here?
Where?
You're apparently running this, Brent.
I'm sick of Milhander down the bottom there. His head is so shiny.
You actually look a bit like, I think someone said, was it Demir Dokic?
Whoa!
Demir Dokic.
Is that right?
Yeah. No, look like the guy at Vikings.
You do
now that you've said that.
You do, actually.
Those beautiful blue eyes of yours.
A couple of the boys at work call me that, whoever that guy is. So I'm happy with that result.
Ragnar, is that it?
Ragnar.
Yeah.
Yes. Very good. Very good.
Yeah,
happy days.
12-inch cock as well.
Is it 12, Smitty?
Very good, Brent. Very good. That's why Rhiannon's still here and happy and marrying me. Thanks the old man every time we have a party with the family. She thanks the old boy. Thanks, Muzza. Thanks, Muzza.
Man, I wonder why I'm not getting any thanks then.
That was very good by you.
Oh shit! That was.
What else have we got to talk about? What else? You had a few things, Green. Let's do it. Why don't we delve into your story at French Island, because I want to know how truthful that was. Yeah. And
that's why he's here, to retort.
It was
COVID.
Heater's on again. I'm not taking my jumper off today. He's all told me I looked like I need to go to jail. Anyway.
It was vaguely true, Brett.
Vaguely.
That was mostly sort of true. We did hike down and walked along the beach, wherever it was, but there was like what you said. There was the hut or something. I think it was
like a wooden shack, like a little shed,
something like that. Yeah, something like that.
Just let Timmy know that.
Yeah, I think Timmy said it was a general store or something we're going to and that. But
Timmy's
okay, mate, it's that long ago. How long ago was it? Yeah, 20 years or something.
It's the only memory I hold dearly.
But no, it was like that though. We walked wherever we were walking, and it was all right on the way over, and then on the way back, shit. I don't know, it was just the life flashed before my eyes when we started. Well, I started sinking, and, and it was just trudging through, and just every step was getting deeper and deeper, and you were all sort of ahead and just left, and I did say to you, just go on without me, Brent. And I thought that. Yeah, I thought I was cool. That was it. That was the end of me.
You know the worst thing? You know the worst thing, just quickly though, is when someone says that, Brent, you're actually meant to say, "Nah, mate, I'm going to help you through." And you've actually.
I did. I carried his thongs.
His thongs.
Yeah, that made.
What about his body?
Difference. Yeah, you didn't, drag me out.
Yeah.
And obviously. But then
were you or were you not in your jocks?
I'm pretty sure I was in your jocks, Brent. Yeah, I was pretty much stripped down, and walked like you said, walked up to the pier, and like you said, the old dim sim trick got me a beauty, and it just was I just wasn't the right time to do that, So and it went viral. Big. And it was big back then too, wasn't it?
That was everywhere. My school bag got done every day.
Yeah. Oh, it's just that you'd plan it, through your day. Just fucking they're going to get dim simmed, or I'm going to get someone. So, but it was that asshole tripper that dim simmed my bag. It just, then I trudged off. I don't know where I went. I think I just went to the end of the pier and probably sat at a cross. I don't know. But, that was the thing. You're fucking stuck there, aren't you, Frenchie? Once that last ferry goes,
all over.
You're there through the night.
It was one of the better tricks, though. It was one of the better trips.
Oh, it was a good one. Oh, trips. Yeah, shit, yeah. Oh, it was great. I loved going across. I said, bloody oath.
We used to steal cars. We used to drive cars around the island. Just bullied me into doing that as well. No, but didn't someone wank off in the toilet?
Timmy Worrell. Here we go.
So
I'll get into this one, and Timmy cannot retort this because he ain't ever coming on here.
Yes.
So it was, I don't know if it was the same trip, but we were there, and Greenie had brought his massive. You had brought your massive tarp. Remember?
I was going to say, I think it was one of the first early trips, I think.
Yeah, it was an early trip because we weren't well prepared.
No.
Just quickly, though, before we start this story, who came up with French? Where did this come from? Because we nearly spent every weekend there. Who invented French Island? Like, who decided one day we're going to go to French Island?
I think, don't hold me on this, but Ocker, Jingles, or Timmy was sort of those three.
I think so, because I think, and a few other people that may have done fishing in that sense.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was one of them.
Might have been like Gary Martin, maybe.
And then Ocker got
that sort of crew. Yeah.
Gary Martin, he was good at footy. Anyway,
tough, wasn't he?
Back to your story. Oh, jeez, it was tough.
So Greenie, we were ill prepared. Greenie brings a tarp. He's bragging about this tarp the whole train trip over, saying it could cover half the pier. It couldn't even.
Biggest tarp you ever seen.
How big do you reckon it was, Dan?
I thought.
When you unveiled this tarp.
It probably would just cover your forehead, Brent. But
it would struggle to cover my forehead. Let's be honest.
No, I'd say at 3 by 3 or something like that. So
you're exaggerating. It was about 1.5 meters. It hardly covered a rail section.
And actually, that's right. Yeah.
When you tied it up.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, so probably actually it's probably about 1 meter by 2 meters or something.
Yeah, that's more like it. So you can see by that how well prepared we were. And then old Hurricane French Island spruced up. All I remember is we all grabbed our shit, like the pretty bad storm. It was windy.
Yeah. Started pissing down rain, I think, for a bit.
Pissing down. Yeah, it was dark, pissing down, like fucking wind, waves against the pier. So we all grab our shit. We're sprinting down the pier. The pier used to be fucking long back then, wasn't it? It was
massive.
No, it was massive.
Long as big.
Kilometres.
Tens of kilometres, Chris.
Yeah.
So it would have been a good probably 300, do you reckon?
Yeah.
It was a couple hundred metres. So.
Probably more. Yeah, it's good 300 metres or so. Maybe more. No.
We sprint down the pier, lose some baked beans. I remember someone lost some baked beans. Might have been Timmy. We went into was it the toilet cubicles or the shower cubicles at the end?
Yes.
Showers, I think.
Both showers, both I think it was actually.
Yeah, so we went there. We took a cubicle each, pretty much. Rolled the sleeping bags out, slept in the toilet cubicles and the showers. And
I think some was sat to shack up together too.
Yeah, it was a hectic night's sleep, but from my recollection, I woke up to the sound of. Thank you, Grammar Police. I woke up to the sound of. And I'm like,
No, you didn't. No, you didn't just make that noise though.
No, I woke up to that sort of sound, Chris.
Yeah. And Timmy.
From the wall next to me, right? What's going on? And then you just hear Tim. Nothing.
Oh no, Timmy.
What's going on? Pull me dick. So, yeah.
Didn't he say something like, "I have to keep yourself warm"? Something?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So once he was caught, he indulged us with the excuse that he had to keep himself warm somehow.
Timmy, put a jumper on, mate. Come on, Timmy.
But then, Timmy and like that, they were the wild men on that trip though. Like they'd stay out till bloody, all night fishing and that. Yeah. They'd be the ones that would just, sometimes would pike a little bit early, but yeah.
Timmy was responsible for a lot of trips. He showed us the dirt tracks of Woodside.
There's one main dirt track here. Most people would like to go up, but
What's up there? What's at the end? Rainbow? What a gold?
Greenie wouldn't know.
Depends. They wouldn't know, no.
You wouldn't know? You never
I didn't go to that track
you didn't.
that night.
No.
Yeah, so...
Timmy had crossbows and everything. Unreal.
Timmy?
Yeah, remember the crossbow?
You know what needs to happen? You know what needs to happen? When all this lifts, we need to do a French Island trip.
Yes.
We've all got
kids.
Yeah, we've all got kids and stuff, but geez, it would be fun to go and just light a fire and sit there and just talk shit with each other.
That would be good. Wouldn't be funny too if there's like young cunts like us at the time that are there.
That'd be hilarious.
This is our pier.
Yeah.
So it's yeah. No, I'm all for going on trips, and we should make an annual. I've probably said.
Have you been on any boys' trips in the last few years?
Me?
Or anyone?
We'll say anyone.
That's right.
You, there's three of us here, mate.
Yeah. No.
No, neither.
No, same.
No.
Yeah.
Have you?
Who are you talking to?
Yeah, who are you talking to, Chris? Who's your
no, mate. Last trip I went on was Bali.
When you nearly died, wasn't it? No.
What?
Malakuta.
Oh, yeah.
That was with Demi, though.
That's an internal trip. No, Bali was with Demi as well. I thought you meant international trips. So.
That's all you go with is Demi.
Yeah.
No time for us anymore, Brent.
And she saved you that day, didn't she? Because you were really emotional up there because you rung me a few times. You were really upset. You thought you were going to die.
Yeah.
Demi was running around getting medicine for everyone. Where you curled up under the tarp in the boat.
Have you been to Bali, Chris?
No. Have you?
Yes, you have. Have you been to Bali, then?
I've been to Bali.
Have you? Who did you go there with?
Yeah, that was with Hobbsy.
Okay.
Did
you get paid to do that?
Luda, and there was someone that was meant to come was Lukey Holcroft, but he pulled the pin, and then we had Dale Ledeur. Jump
on. Oh, no. Yucky.
Yeah.
What's Thailand like?
Have you ever been on a trip with Luda before?
Been?
Yeah, or just Bali?
Bali, Thailand.
Yeah.
And trips. Could we include footy trips?
No. What's Luda like to travel with?
Oh, he's a pig. He's very obnoxious. He thinks he's the king over there in those sort of kind of countries.
We're just going. Was that in Bali?
Story.
Happy days.
What other stories? What other stories? You know, I'm not sort of incriminating myself, but
I think the best. My favourite story was when I caught up with you a long time ago, and the day you left Lukey's poker game at Lukey's house, and that to me is my favourite. The way you told that to me that night. So go for it.
Well, it might not be exactly the way I told you that long ago, Chris. But basically, it was I'd been at Lukey's place and had a few cans. I wasn't blind drunk or anything like that.
Yep.
I drove home, but coming down from Lukey's place out onto down Hall Road and then onto the Western Port Highway, and it was about, I think, 11, 12 at night. And just I looked across, to the servo across the other side of the road, the BP there, and just to check the price of fuel, so I had to fill up. But I say, mate, petrol wasn't cheap back in the day either, it was sort of, but and then the next thing I knew, just turned the wheel and just bang, there was a set of lights in front of me. And, it literally was life flashing before my eyes in a way, and just out of instinct or just a reaction thing, just literally ripped the steering wheel. Did collect the car, like it wasn't completely head on, but sort of the left side of the car and the other person's car collided, sent me off and sort of tried to correct it, and then sort of went through a fence on the other side of the servo there. It was pretty.
Were you drinking?
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I had a few drinks. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when the cops came and they just asked me, "Have you been drinking?" I said, "Look, I had a couple of cans, mate. I had about 6, but I wasn't blind drunk. That was over the course of probably 4 or 5 hours.
Yeah.
So I wasn't like just blind drunk or anything. And I think they seen what happened. And fuck, this bird or this old woman was on the wrong side of the road.
Down the freeway.
Yeah, down the Westport Highway. I don't know exactly how fast she was going, but seeing that quick, whatever it was. I probably was coming out of the corner, maybe 50 k's, maybe 60. As I was sort of accelerating out.
How did she get onto that side of the road?
Well, apparently they had reports that she'd come down Bellardo Road.
Yeah.
And then you've got the roundabout at the end there. Instead of obviously
turning left,
whatever way she was going to go, she's gone through and then turned down the other side. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then I was an unlucky person to hit it.
That is unbelievable. Did you speak to her afterwards? Was she rattled?
No, well, her car was X amount of metres down the road, and was I rattled? Was she?
No, it was she. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I think she was an 80-year-old woman. Look, to be perfect, I was shaking.
Yeah.
Like, there was probably a bit of shock at the time, like fuck. Yeah. But yeah, I didn't speak to her. Probably would have gone off with her, but she'd been on the road, sort of thing.
That's insane. That could have been it.
Well, it could have been, or it could have been,
You wouldn't have been on this podcast. On your way to fame.
Yeah.
Having said that, at the moment, I probably wish I was on this podcast after the story I started telling. But
no.
So.
I reckon you'll be safe with that.
I'm going to take a piss.
What?
I'm just going to take a piss, keep the convo going. This is what professional podcasters do, mate. They can take a piss.
This is what we need, you to actually leave, Brent. So, right, this is your moment, Chris. Now we've got rid of him. You take control, mate. You can be the main man. I'll be your sidekick. We'll get rid of him. He's gone.
I love it.
Yeah.
It is. So, and he'll be a while because he has to sit down and wipe.
That's right. He does. He has a little bladder that just, So, but no, but sorry, Chris. You coaching keys, mate?
I am. Yes.
Yeah. No. Well, congratulations, mate. Like I said, we haven't spoken that often.
No, we haven't.
But I've become a bit of a recluse. I'm not big on social media, so I don't contact a lot of people that way.
Yeah.
And even through messaging and stuff. So, yeah, but it's good to see you, mate.
It's very good to see you.
Yeah.
I think that's the best thing about our group, though, Danny. Is you don't see each other now, and this is what people don't understand when you're at school.
Yeah.
And then you sort of all just drift off your different ways and do your own thing. But when we catch up, it's just easy.
It's like yesterday we're at school or just we're all together, 100%. Things like that. And that's the thing I think, like, my missus doesn't understand sometimes. It's like, well, you haven't seen him for so long, but why, this and that. But I said, that's the thing. It's like, we're still friends and we still get along. We have the same, interests and things like that. And
100%.
Can just, hit it off. And I don't know, maybe it's a woman thing where they, don't talk, they get a bit bitchy or something like that. Whereas we just say, how you going, mate, and have a beer
and laugh.
And have a laugh, and it's like old times. Yeah. So, and like you say, you can't help either, you get when you're younger, you just want to be friends and stick with the same people forever.
100%.
But unfortunately, life fucking gets in the way, and our time is limited in what we can and can't do.
100%.
So, but there's definitely importance in catching up with people and friends, whether it's once a week, once a month, even once a year, just to try and keep that sort of connection and friendships going. So
I think this time showed us that more than anything too, Danny.
100%,
I reckon now I'm at the point where I sit there and say to myself, when this is all over, there needs to be, even if it's once in 6 months, because we all have different lives and families and stuff like that. We just need to get to the point where you all sit down and have a chat, because it's when we started doing this, Brent, I've not laughed at the stories, and you just think how we were just numbskulls.
Yeah.
We were so close though, a lot of us.
Yeah.
Never had it. No one ever blued in amongst our group. And then you have kids. No, you didn't. Well, it was just so good.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
And then you have families and kids, and then you just sort of drift off, and work gets in the way, and life gets in the way. And So how was your week, Brent?
Yeah. It was not bad, mate. Not bad.
Ah, good.
Actually,
I held that for about half an hour. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, good. No, it was. No, we'll just say, I was saying to Chris, it's good to catch up with Chris. We haven't spoken for a while, and it's easy for us just to connect again and talk. And it's easy. Well, we're sort of saying friends for X amount of years ago and that, and how we all sort of drift off as we get older with work, and you have sort of a smaller group of friends that you probably speak to on a regular basis. But when catch up with friends from 10, 20 years ago, you can just
you can still chat. Yeah, exactly.
Have that same interests and connections and friends and things like that. So, and like Chris was saying, is that to catch up, for sure, more often, and saying especially this time now with what's going on.
No, yes.
Sort of shows you the importance of seeing your friends and catching up and
100%.
Like that. So again, if it's once a week, once a month, once a year, whatever, still
But
I think that's the thing too, is like people. Again, I'll just say, I'm not a big person on social media, like I'm not on Facebook or any of those kind of things, and because I think it's too easy just to use that as a platform to
say hello to each other,
say hello and think you're a friend. Just because I say g'day. Or one thing that I, you might have 10,000 friends on there and you get all these, messages of just like, even a simple thing like, happy birthday on your birthday.
Hate it.
Something
I never message it on there. I always send a message through my phone.
Yeah. Even that too. Like, you can't. I'm again hopeless at remembering things, and I'm not going to remember everyone's birthdays and all that sort of stuff. But if I want to call someone's birthday, I'll call them. You know what I mean? I don't really like messaging or just things like that. Still have a conversation with someone. I hate texting as such. Like probably because it takes me too long to type with the old fat fingers and stuff like that. But no, I think the thing of actually socialising face to face or having a conversation verbally, is very important.
Yeah,
very important.
Yeah, you get all the emotions and innuendos, and doesn't get taken personally like just little comments on social media do.
That's right, yeah.
Like Chris is really worried about the what's it called? The comments coming our way.
Oh, because I know, mate. I know what it's like, and I know what I'm like. I'm an idiot. I can't help myself. No, but I just hate it. So if I was not and this is the hardest thing. So I love coaching like more than anything. It's my dream.
Yeah.
But I hate that I've got to be a coach. You've got to have Facebook and create a page because that's the only way you can contact people these days. I cannot stand it. I like to ring the boys and speak to them and speak to them in person and how do you feel about this? But can't do it anymore. Like Facebook's everything to everyone. A lot of people. And like we've had a bloke at our footy club that got off Facebook because he actually said, he rang me. He was struggling and stuff. He got off and I spoke to him about 2 weeks later and he said, I did not realise how much I used it. Like I had no idea. He said I'd be in an elevator at work going up to whatever story and I'd check Facebook. And he said I'd pull my phone out and go to check it, but I'd delete it. He goes, at that point I went, fuck, it's not good for you. Yeah. So I love that you've done it, Danny. Good boy. Goodbye, you.
Yeah, I think so. I think so too.
The only thing I have is Instagram, just because it's not that platform where it's necessarily writing things and all shit gets posted up just, because it's people that you can connect with, like just, you know what I mean? Like it's just more of a simplified thing than Facebook, but it's still it's for me to connect with people that I can't see, if you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think it just gets abused in the wrong ways with the sort of social media stuff and then, I mean, we still probably jump on the shitter and have a look at it every now and then too, don't we?
Yeah, well, we were talking about this the other day, me and Chris.
We were.
What were people doing on the shitter before smartphones?
Spot on.
Shitting.
That's what I said too.
Just shitting and staring at the wall, or the old math chart on the back of the door.
Yeah, there'd probably be something like that. Probably like a calendar or something, shit, that's coming up,
Or magazine, maybe newspaper.
Magazine.
Yeah. Now you'll find yourself.
It's amazing.
Just scrolling for 20 minutes and you've already shit. Yeah. It's just drying up.
Your legs are going numb.
Exactly.
Oh, you tingle. Your feet tingle. You can't stand up.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
That's me.
Great.
I've had sorry to cut you off there, Daniel. I've had a text through here from Timmy Worrell.
Oh no.
There you go.
This will be good.
He's
what's going on with half of his brain today?
he would like to know. Could you give us some inside detail about your UFC career?
No, I did not have a UFC career, to be perfectly honest. I went and trained at a martial arts centre for a period of time, which was good.
Enjoy it? You would have got fit?
Loved it. I was actually surprisingly fit. You wouldn't know by looking at me now, but I was actually reasonably fit a few years ago. Probably the fittest I've ever been.
Yeah.
But no, it's actually more the fact of, we grew up playing footy and cricket when we were really young. And I just wanted to do something that I was, uncomfortable in, something like we've got, put bluntly, you with another person that wants to either fight or beat you up, in a sense, in that. So, and to learn, something sort of thing. So,
how long did you do it for?
Oh, it was about, I think 7-8 months, maybe.
Yeah.
So, and look, I not anything, this is only just trying to get fit. I had done, a little bit of boxing early on, so when I was about 13, 14. And there was a period, where I could have gone either way. Like, obviously, I played football and cricket, those sort of things, we did when we were younger. And but there was sort of a point where I could have gone the other way and, sort of focused on boxing. Not that necessarily anything as a superstar or anything like that. Of course not. But like anything, just had a little bit of ability in that, and I think anything that I put my mind to, I think I want to be good at, or at least, you know. And
this is also what Timmy was saying. He would like to know if you felt the same way about your golf career, your wakeboarding career, your clay shooting career, and why you were banned from the shooting range for life, your darts career, your surfing career, and your snowboarding career. Go.
Well, look, Brent, there's two ways I think you can look at that. It's either you can be excellent in one thing, right, but not necessarily be happy, right? Or you can be good at a lot of things and give yourself a lot more options to be happy.
Sounds like you're putting your foot in a lot of water, dipping a toe in a lot of water.
But look, Brett, if you've sort of got that natural ability in a lot of things, you may as well give them a go. You know? Nah, look, mate, I like to give everything a go. Hence the Thailand
well, me and Chris did a cast last night. We were getting into your amount of hobbies, and yeah, so you do like a hobby.
I'll put it back on you.
Yep.
Like, am I bad at any of those hobbies?
Well, I can't really elaborate because whenever you purchase something, like a surfboard or a snowboard or some skis or a fishing rod or a dartboard or, for instance, a welder, I've never actually seen you use any of them or even take them out of the box, mate.
Brent, I have used everything that I have purchased.
What'd you weld?
What'd you weld?
You should have welded fucking Brent's mouth shut. That's what I should have done. No.
Have you used it, Daddy?
I did do a hot plate for when I went camping. So welded some legs to a bit of steel.
Yeah.
Hot plate. Yeah.
That wasn't it, though. What else?
That was probably about it. So the point of that is, look, I can weld, but not very well. So
that's all right.
Well, Brent, can you weld?
No, hence why I would not go and buy a welder.
But would it benefit you being able to weld?
No.
Okay then. That's why you should weld.
Just like it didn't benefit you.
But I think I know how to weld. So whenever I need to do that, I can do that.
What about, how would you explain to listeners how to start a barbecue? Whoa, what are you looking at me like that for? I'm
just trying to think where you get your information from, Chris.
No, I don't. I'm just asking. I'm just asking a simple question.
What kind of barbecue?
Well,
if you've got a gas barbecue, you'd obviously turn the gas on.
Yep.
You would lift either the hot plate.
Yep.
Or whatever, your grill, whatever you're using, and ignite.
You could use the one you welded.
With the ignition on the barbecue, or a match, or one of those gas gun things where they are, gas liners. Yeah.
What about a Weber?
Weber's a good one. I've had experience in that, Chris, and I think that's what you're alluding to. Look, you probably, from what I learned, is to take the plate off first.
Yeah. The one that you welded?
No, not this one. No.
Okay.
This Brent one. The hot plate that I run was something that would go over like a fire.
Right.
Out when you're camping.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So, Brent, you need to get out more,
No.
These, city skylines.
I was saying this to Chris. You've got all the gear. You need people to use it.
That's why I'm on this podcast, Brent. No, that's right. So you'd obviously, Chris, back to our conversation was, you take the plate off, turn the gas on, then light it, not the other way around.
Or did you do it the other way around by accident?
I don't know if it was an accident. I just did it. I just did it that way, Chris, and I nearly Well, see these eyebrows? They were nearly gone. So there was a bit of an explosion. Did you see that in Beirut?
That's what happened.
That was almost what happened to me. But that was That's another sort of flash before your eyes kind of thing.
Yeah.
Sorry. All right. All right. What else? What else want to know?
I would like to know what your rule book is for the classic backyard cricket game.
There's classic rule.
Yeah, no, just what your rules are for the classic game of backyard cricket.
It's just that some people that have messaged
Deny. No, I was a great backyard cricketer, along with all the other hobbies of
because you bent the rules.
Bent the rules. I just didn't go by the rules. Brent, what's your name, Brent? Yeah. No. If you knew, if I was out, I'd go out. If you knew I was out, but there's times where you could sort of bend the rules a bit like you said, and you might hear a faint little noise, and it was the grip. You flick the grip by accident, or there's a car coming up the road. So there's many rules in the backyard cricket.
Yep.
Would you label yourself a good sledger in sports? Because I have a story that you wouldn't remember.
I'm good at sledging you, Brent.
Yes. Well, that's what I was alluding to.
Okay. Go.
The first time I met you was in Year 7 cricket, when we were playing cricket, school sports. Yeah.
How do you remember that? I cannot remember.
I'm going to get into it, why I remember it. All right?
Okay.
Because I was batting, and I'm not a good cricketer. No. And I had this little fucking chirper behind me. I had this little fucking chirper behind me, barking, just non-stop. In Year 7, mind you. Wicket keeping. I go out for about 4 runs. I wanted to hit this bloke behind the wickets with me cricket bat.
What was I saying?
You were getting into me, mother. You were getting into
bullshit,
mate. You were in Year 7, and you sledged better than bloody Shane Warne. You were unbelievable. I came off the field, and I said to some, "Who the fuck's that crazy guy behind the wicket?" And after that we sort of got introduced and became mates. But that was I remember that because that's how I met you, sledging me from behind the wickets.
That was a damn fall of
that was loud.
Sorry, guys. It's my first time on a podcast. I know all the things. Sorry, I'll just me lawyer again. Just saying, the Thailand story might get me in trouble. No. Look, you're young and that, and you're around your mates and things like that, and especially if you don't know someone, you can sort of get into them a bit, don't you? Yeah. You do anything you can to put someone off, and this would reflect. I think it would reflect me as a person. Hopefully, he's like, what was that?
Watch it.
What was that, please? Oh, is there any sporting field, what happens on the field stays on the field type of thing? Yeah. You can bag the shit out of someone, even your best mates, good friends, everything like that.
Yep.
Whatever. And then after that, you can bloody end the game, have a beer with them.
Shake
hands, see the real person,
Put your finger up their bum.
Put your finger up the bum, go to cock, whatever you need to do.
Yeah. Spot on.
But I think that's the thing too with nowadays, everyone just feels, probably young kids as well, learning a bit of resilience and, not everyone's nice or the world's not nice type of thing, you know what I mean?
And you're not always going to win.
Exactly right, yeah, exactly.
Resilience, I like that word. Good.
Oh, yeah. It builds a bit of character about yourself. And again, not everyone's nice in the world, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
You're going to come across people that are absolute cunts in real life. And, that way you can just either deal with it in a certain way. You can walk away, you can fight them, you can do whatever. But yeah, some people expect this perfect world that's never going to be. And in sport, life, whatever, work, anything. I think,
Spot on.
I said that, but yeah.
It just got deep.
Just got to start getting deep. Oh, man,
No, but you're true, though. It's true.
Like a man inside.
Who do you still speak to? Who's in your close circle of friends now? Who from school or anywhere?
No one, Chris. The people I do speak to, probably on a regular basis, is, well, I speak to him because this person actually doesn't speak. He's called Tyler. So I actually just get him around. He's actually almost like a dummy, you know.
It's his birthday today.
Is it?
Yep. Came up on the Facebook before. Tell on
He's
you.
probably here. Oh, there you go. There you go. Clint, Timmy, unfortunately Brent,
when I answer.
Luda. When you answer. When you ring me, I think, fuck, mate. He's either in trouble, money, he doesn't want to talk to us in general. So he needs something.
Yeah.
But, Luda, Lukey Holcroft's bit more distant now. Lukey, one of my close mates that I really, probably one longest mate I've probably known.
Yeah.
He's got his, reason and things like that. But not bad, like on us or anything like that. But just again, life and stuff like that. But, but they're sort of the people that I speak to. Probably about 5-6 people that are, once a week or something like that.
That's good.
You, Chris? You can speak to me every week now if you like. Now we've connected.
Now that we've connected, you'll definitely be my. I've got 2.
That's okay.
And
I'd rather have 2 real friends than 2,000 fake friends. You know what I mean?
Spot on. Nano, every day I reckon we speak. Strange.
What are you speaking? Yeah, I know. Why?
I don't know.
I'm just a really good bloke.
Nah.
Nah.
Sorry, Chris, continue.
No, Nano, and I speak to Lukey now once every couple of days. Check in on him. And you know the other one...
I know why you speak to Luke.
Because I knew you were out.
He wants money to play footy, probably.
You know the other one that I speak to regularly?
Yeah.
Scotty McNeil.
Scotty McNeil.
Yeah.
Sucker farts.
Peckerhead.
Yeah.
I spoke to him.
Yeah, right, okay. What's he doing with himself? He wasn't a bad fella. He was a bit loose, but he was a good fella, wasn't he?
He was the greatest. I'd be as close with him as I am with Brent. He's in Brisbane now.
Oh,
so yeah, he's in the mines, rich as shit.
Oh shit! Isn't it funny like that? Fuck. He would just been like us and just one of those about blokes and just say he's in the mines up in Brisbane and X amount of dollars is deflating to me because I ain't pittance.
And we're in Victoria.
And we can't go anywhere.
In lockdown. On Zoom.
Has he got a family? Is he?
Nah. No, he's the funniest person you'll ever meet. Like he is. The other week he got pissed and some bloke was heckling him, so he outbid him in an auction for a car that he didn't need over 20 grand. He's a weapon. He's one of the best ever. He's a star.
That's extraordinary. Is he coming down for your wedding?
My word, he is.
You are both getting married, aren't you?
Yep.
So which one? I've got go through, bro.
Exciting times.
I am engaged.
No.
We're meant to be getting married in October this year, but we've postponed it, obviously, with everything's going on.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to tell the Dale just to, don't worry about Dale. We'll just elope and save about 10 grand, 20 grand, whatever it is.
Yeah. How'd that go?
Hey?
How'd that go?
Yeah, not too bad.
You could go to Thailand.
No, actually, I'll find my best man over there. Yeah. Actually, having said that, weddings. What do we think about weddings?
I love them.
As a guest, you'd love them? Or just...
I love them as a guest, and I cannot wait till next December to get married.
Is your partner in the background?
Nah, I can't wait.
Oh, really?
I am that excited.
I don't know how to take it, Chris.
No, dead set.
Look in your eye.
No, I am so excited.
No, well, that's great. That's
I can't wait. You know, you're obviously the complete opposite.
No,
Let's be honest. No one but us will listen to this podcast, so you want.
Yeah. Nah, to be fair, I'm looking forward to doing, what is it, nuptials, is that what we call it?
Nuptials, yeah.
Nuptials, yeah. Because there was a slight little period where we weren't together, but almost 15 years with my partner. I just want to get it done, and especially for her now, that the fact that we've had a son, Bailey, to her to have the name Green as well. And
so, it's the least you can do for the girl, mate, putting up with your shit.
No, mate, she. I actually don't know why she's with me. I look at myself in the mirror, just things like that, and I think, fuck.
I reckon you're a good-looking bloke, mate.
I was. I am.
I was.
Probably about, again, 5-6 years ago, mate, I was in my prime. So, but now just COVID, got a kid, can't get out of train, don't have time. I am looking to get married. Looking forward to getting married. But I just think the whole, I don't know. If it's because of celebrities and things like that, how weddings are expected to be, like.
It's just meant to be yours.
Well, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, Chris, I wouldn't want myself and my partner and you standing there with me. It isn't meant to be ours. So, but just like you have to put on this spectacle. Brent? What's wrong?
I'm just listening to the amazing conversation happening.
I think it's a good conversation.
Yeah.
I'm thoroughly enjoying it.
Brent, what do you want to talk about then?
Mate, all the intellectuals around the world will be frothing over this. That's right. Yeah. Just amazing stuff the last 5 minutes.
It's it. What do you want to do? Just fucking talk about sport and politics?
No. I'll just...
Maybe more broad.
Yeah. We're sitting there having a decent conversation. Two men that are actually nervous.
About to cry on me.
That's right.
2 men about to cry.
Because you've been married, Brent.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Tough guy.
Yeah. And
I just wanted to get into
lying up in the altar with your whiskey hair waving on the grass of where were we? Portsmouth, where it was.
Whiskey hair. I just wanted to get into the how come you were banned from the shooting range?
Oh, I forgot about it. We got off track, didn't we, actually? Yeah. Chris, we'll come back to that conversation.
We'll do ours in private, Green. Apparently,
yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. No, we're at the shooting range, and like everything, Brent, if someone's doing it, I will do it. I want to do it. And want to.
Is this the one in Carrum Downs?
Yeah, it would have been, I think. Yeah. Is that where it is?
Maybe.
Who was that, Chris?
Yeah.
Was that someone's phone?
I'll put the races on. Sorry about that.
I did want to talk about betting as well, Chris.
Oh,
I know you. No, I know you like to have a bit of a flutter.
Yeah, I do a lot.
Yeah. So we'll talk about that next, all right?
Okay.
The shooting.
And we need to get on to the topic of why do you hate dogs licking you? We'll get back to that as well later.
Oh, fuck yeah. I'm just going to write that down so I don't forget. Dog licking. The shooting range. Fuck, where was that shooting range? I can't remember. But somewhere around Carrum, wherever it was.
Yep.
It would have been. So I got a gun, shotgun. Timmy, coaxing me into getting it. All right, Timmy, do it. So, you've got all these sort of protocols and safety measures you have to do there, which is understandable.
100%.
A weapon that can kill.
Because you've got a gun, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, exactly right. Mind you, I used to fly around in
Siegfried.
the back of the garage and pointed at bloody Chrissy Allen. Like full on like that close to his head.
Wasn't loaded. Surely wasn't loaded.
I think it was at the time. I thought it wasn't, but it might have been.
Wow.
Yeah. Never let the truth get in the way of a good yarn.
That's it. Statue of Liberty.
Statue of Liberty.
Spot on.
So I was Tim and I was shooting, and again, just being new to it all, it didn't fire the first shot, like a misfire where it was, and it just, I don't know, come and do it. And you never meant to turn with the gun. You obviously have a range as such. Then it wasn't that I don't think I went past it as such, but because I had the motion of that, of moving around, and that it wasn't like, I don't know what it is. Fuck it. We laugh at that, Chris. Yeah.
I was just picturing people ducking and running. And...
That's what I'm thinking.
No, it wasn't like that. This is where Tim gets a bit thingy about it. But no, it was turn on that. And it just so happened that the bloke that was running the joint was there. And because he knew
a fucking shotgun shell flew past his head.
Yeah, he sort of said, hey, point that at me or something like that. It was pointed there. You're standing there. But, so that was the one and only time we went there.
Yeah.
So
now let's go to the dog. What about the dog?
Oh, the dog. Why I don't let dogs or probably animals lick me for that matter. So when I first left school, I did landscaping. I left school, I think I was just turned 17, something like that. And it's about, second, third year into my apprenticeship. Just doing a bit of maintenance actually on this property. And this dog, there was two dogs. There was a Whippet and a Labrador. Great dogs. I'd run around, have a good time and stuff. And I was in the garden bed, pruning the rose, whatever I was doing.
No, rose.
What?
Pruning a rose.
Just, yeah. I think I was actually. And then this Labrador proceeded to probably about 15, 20 metres away from me to excrement on the ground, which means shit or poo. And next thing, so he's done his business, fair enough, and Whippet's been flying around all day, like little mini greyhounds, so they run around. And he must have copped a whiff of the poo and shit. And I'm watching it, and he sort of, most dogs have a bit of a sniff. I'm watching this thing, Chris. Look, I said, and I could see what he was doing. I said, mate, don't you do that. And he started eating the shit. So from that point on, I said, yeah, dirty bastard. From that point on, I never ever let a dog lick me.
That's a valid reason.
Yes.
Mate,
Wow.
Oh, that is a valid reason.
So we can extend second comment. We'll extend on, hey, Brent, we'll extend on that. Would you let a dog sleep on or in your bed?
Nah.
Brent?
Unfortunately, I don't like it happening, but my dog now has dementia and has to sleep on the bed at the foot of the bed.
Having said about that, your dog, Brent.
Yes.
Chris.
Yes, Green.
What do you think? Like us as humans, we have these domesticated dogs that we love and care for, and take ownership of.
Yeah.
You're meant to care for them and look after them and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Would you think it's reasonable when it gets... Well, sorry, firstly, the dog can't talk to you, can it? It doesn't speak like what you do.
That's not reasonable.
So if you had a dog that was, one, blind, secondly, can't hear, would you think keeping it alive is some sort of form of torture?
100%.
Now, this thing that Brent has...
No, I've seen
this thing.
What's its name?
Oscar.
Walks into walls.
Walks into walls.
No idea where it is.
He can't hear. Oh, Chris, this is the moment that I thought Brent's an asshole. This thing. I went around at Brent's house. We were eating pizza.
Yeah.
The only thing this animal can do is smell. And he can't see. He can't hear. He can only smell. He's got the waft of the meat lovers that Brent just scoffs down.
I know.
I might have had a bit of barbecue chicken or something like that. And this thing is whining and howling because it can only smell. It's squealing. It's howling. Brent's like, shut up. You know, go. Puts it inside.
Yeah, it just locks it in a dark garage.
Now, I think it was trying to tell me something. Maybe Brent as well. Brent's put it inside, Chris. The thing started digging on the couch. It's trying to dig its own grave, mate. It's had enough. It's had enough. Mate, it's fucking blind. It can't hear. It can only smell. We've tortured it by fucking having pizza in front of it. I think Brent might have found a crust. That was it. Wasn't even any toppings on it.
Yeah, and the dog couldn't find the crust to eat it.
And he couldn't, mate. He sniffed Brent's ass, I don't know, before he started. He just, mate, Brent, put the thing down, mate. I'll do it if you need to. I think it's time for that thing to be exterminated from this earth.
Oh, shit.
Time for peace.
Yeah, I think so. It's like, you know, well, and we can extend from that. What about euthanasia?
Euthanasia?
Youth in Asia?
Yeah.
Like 12-year-olds in Asia?
That's what I was going to get to. That was going to be my joke, Chris, but you well done. Well done. No, that was very good. I thought I worked on that for weeks, and I thought that was going to get me. But,
that's going to get us 3 more subscribers.
It was.
Oh.
No.
I think we should edit it out. Edit it out.
Yeah, we can do that.
We'll run with the joke.
No.
That's too funny. We don't edit here.
We don't edit here, no.
No. You only get facts here.
Yeah. That's right.
You get an educational conversation.
That is right. We want facts. That's all we want from the people.
Now,
why am I
in saying that, Chris, did you get that question I just sent through to you from Timmy?
Yes.
Is Timmy sending these, or is it just you, Brett?
No, I don't know these stories. Timmy's letting us all know these.
Ask Greeny if he has ever driven a jet ski in search of human poo.
This is where Tim is trying to make me look silly. That was Tim, I think. Or maybe it was me. I can't remember actually. It was a while ago as well. No. We went up to the Murray, Tim and I, with our fine women. And Heath it was, because Heath did a shit in the Murray River. I think was it Heath? Yeah, we'll see.
What's wrong with this bit?
Oh no! Sorry, no. Sorry, this was in at Inverloch. It was Heath Rowley. I'll incriminate him. He did a poo in the water down at Anderson's in Inverloch.
Yep. Yes, good spot. Remember we went there?
Yeah. The tide was out. We were playing beach cricket on the sound of that, and then I think Heath had to do his shit. So I think that was it anyway. I said I can't remember a lot of stuff, guys. It's just maybe there was more. It's like times that it's happened.
What's with the jet ski?
Yeah.
Why were you searching for it?
Well, maybe that was the Murray because we had the jet skis up the Murray. I don't know. Maybe because we were downriver and the poo was floating down and we got hit by it. That would have been the Murray. That makes sense. That's right. The jet skis were there. Yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah. Tim ran over his dog.
We got that sorted. What?
That didn't happen.
What?
Did Tim run over his dog?
I don't know.
His pug.
I don't know. Did he?
He ran over his pug, didn't he, and killed it?
Oh, I'm asking the question.
Yeah, that was ages ago. That was years ago.
Yeah.
I'm asking the question.
Why are you making me answer it? Brent, why didn't you answer it?
Oh, I don't know. I've never heard that before.
He's got a tattoo.
Yeah. We were at Cooey Up, I think, then.
So you know about it?
I think so. Yeah.
No, it wasn't that long ago.
It made me nervous. No, it definitely was, because I remember it, and I haven't spoken to Timmy since, like, Cooey Up.
We fished like 3 years ago.
Maybe. No,
4 years ago.
Before then. Before
Actually,
then.
It
was in his driveway. I think he was going to work.
Yeah.
So what new hobbies you got?
Who are you winking at?
The missus.
Look at those teeth.
Oh, no.
You should be like on a Colgate ad.
Happy days.
That's what I wanted to ask you, Chris, actually.
Yeah.
It's going back a little bit about coaching.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, you said that's all you ever wants to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why? Like, why? What is it about coaching that you are so invested in? Is it one, probably, the development of young players, or people having your influence on people, guiding them, or obviously having some success?
I don't care about. I don't care about the success. We won the flag, and it didn't really faze me. I didn't even party that long. I left them to do it. I don't know. I just love watching people get the best out of themselves, and I love dealing. I have, because we've done three episodes, and without that, yeah. But I don't know. I just love it. I just think it's terrific.
Yeah. Do you think you'll be a better coach than footballer?
Yeah.
That's not to, just yet.
100%. I didn't have a heart for a long time as a footballer.
Why do you think that?
I was scared, mate. I was soft.
I don't think you were that soft, were you?
No, my word, I was soft. None 18s and stuff.
Timmy's really just sent a text and said, yes.
Yes.
Guess what?
Oh, yeah. Hey, Chris.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. No, I got it.
Yes.
Race 1.
Brent?
Sorry, guys.
Wait, we got a bet here.
Yeah, I did.
I missed this. I was actually just referring to Brent as saying yes from a text message. What does that mean?
I know, Timmy was answering Smitty. He said yes.
So why don't I get any texts?
What do you answer me? How did you know I was talking about him?
He didn't. Move on.
I'll tell you.
5G.
Oh, yeah. Actually, 5G, just quickly, does that kill people, or is that like,
I don't know. I'm not in the telecommunication industry. I wouldn't have a clue.
Maybe I should be. Apparently, into everything else, aren't I, Brent?
Have you ever done a Bushman shit?
Hang on, stop. I was still talking to Chris.
Okay,
yeah.
Go.
Oh, listening to Chris about his,
I get consumed by it, Green. I get consumed by it.
Yeah.
I like motivating people.
Yeah, okay.
And I don't know what it is. I don't know.
That's good. So you want, like you said, you want to get the best out of people that probably can't see it in themselves.
Mm.
And I think I was a bit like that in a way. Where, especially through footy, like I just like think not that I was like selfish or just that I knew everything, but I just knew that I could do sort of certain things, but then at times I would be like, you'd question yourselves, and you probably need that little bit of pep talk or encouragement, or you know what I mean? So is that what it is that you like to just sort of influence people, and through experience, or just people that doubt themselves?
100%.
Yeah, just make them believe that you are good enough, or you can do this if you do believe, or just try or whatever.
people don't understand how good they can actually be.
Yeah, I think that's a good
statement.
And
good point.
And I think the other thing is I get more satisfaction out of seeing a bunch of blokes that have just done something and succeeded in something more than when I coached the Sky Boys and they won the flag. It was heaven for me.
Yeah, and without it being like necessarily self-indulgent to you, but does that give you, like you said, the satisfaction that knowing that you influence those people? Do you know what I mean? Like knowing that, not for your own ego, if you know what I mean, but knowing that, okay, I could tell these kids or whoever that you are good enough.
Yep.
If you do it, if you follow it, blah, 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 believe in yourself, blah, 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 that you will succeed or you will get the
100%.
best out of yourself. Yeah. And that's enough for you to be like content, happy or whatever as such.
And the flip side of that is making better people. So I'm lucky. I never got into drugs. Like when we were growing up.
No, I'm not trying.
Bongs and joints and stuff like that. That's all right.
That's
But
drugs,
I didn't.
isn't it?
Yeah, but not drugs. Not ice.
So, yeah, you haven't lived.
I didn't inject myself with heroin.
No. Yeah, sorry, go.
But they're all through society now, and people don't understand how bad that they are because it feels good, and I know people enjoy them and stuff like that. But younger kids these days have got no idea what they're doing to themselves, and to even fix that side of it with footy, I just think there's so many parents. You're a parent now.
Apparently.
And when your kid, so my kid Dylan is 16 now.
Fuck, 16.
16, and I every day go to bed, and you just hope, I hope he just does okay. I couldn't imagine our parents like I'm going to French Island for the weekend. Hopefully, I'll come back.
I think that's the difference. Like as far as it sounds like, it's only say 20 years ago, 30 years or whatever. Like, we never even thought of that shit.
We didn't.
No, like, if anything, we just want to get pissed. Or,
that's all we wanted to do.
Yeah, or at the very least, it was smoking or having a bong or something.
Yeah.
But we wanted to go out and still do shit, not just like say necessarily take drugs just to fucking go.
We didn't even take. Did we even take grog to French Island? I don't think we did.
No.
Just baked beans.
Mate, that's what you need, mate. A fart can do a million things, mate.
But isn't that amazing that that's how close we all were though? Because I reckon I went a few times to French Island, and there was one with all of us. I know there was all of us there. Not one of us drank. It was all just we could spend hours with each other sober, just laughing at each other, hanging shit on each other.
Right. Yeah, exactly right. I mean, yeah, exactly right.
We were lucky.
I think we just grew up in a culture where one was sport, and we weren't like necessarily dickheads or just wanted to just, explore that side as such. And we're just happy to, play footy, play sport, hang out with our mates, obviously if they go to school and hang out, that sort of side of it too. But I think we grew up in a good sort of time together. You know what I mean? Like, imagine growing up now as a kid.
No. Couldn't.
Can't even imagine.
We didn't have social media. Look, again, only 20 years ago as such. You know what I mean? Or the briefest sort of, sort of period of it. But, yeah, like we were just catching up, going out and kicking the footy or doing whatever. Okay? We were probably more invested in just, playing sport and hanging out with your mate.
Hanging shit on each other, that's about it.
But we did anything for each other.
That's right.
Like, it was ridiculous. And the worst thing I know for a fact, the worst thing I ever did was drink drive. Like, all the shit we did.
No, I think we all would have done that. No,
but that's like, I reckon it's like there's people now that you go, what's the worst thing you did? And they go, I fucking stole something from someone's house, or I fucking smashed someone's car up. The worst thing I did growing up was drink drive. The rest of the shit, we played car tiggy. It was stupid, but it was fun for us and didn't ruin anybody else's life. That's just what we did.
Mate, and you 100% agree that's the biggest regret that I have is doing that sort of shit. You look back at it now, and it's not because it's not you, it's the other person more than anything.
We didn't understand it, did we?
Daniel, do you regret that time in, was it Berwick or Hampton? Where was it? Hampton Park, was it? Yeah, and when
we took you to the girl that you met at Davies.
I can't remember the story.
No. I'll tell you the story.
She was 12.
I can't remember the story.
She was underage and her family wanted to kill herself. That happened. We were underage. No, we weren't.
I think I'm thinking of a different story. Am I?
Oh, I don't know.
In the same spot.
No, it's the same. The story you're saying, Chris, is the story, but it's not that.
Same night?
Yeah.
The story goes.
Two different things, but they're going to lead into the same thing. Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, the story goes.
Yeah, go.
No, sorry. No, go, Chris. You're the co-host, apparently.
Yeah, you're right, Chris.
This show, so.
It started in Hampton Park with an incident.
Yeah,
and then
before this, though.
No, you picked her up at Davies, didn't you? Like weeks before?
No. It was at Frankston
Pier.
Hey, that's what. Oh, Chris, that's how Brent lost all his hair. He did a front flip. I remember that now. Remember that, Brent?
I've got that recorded.
Over rotation.
You did a front flip. And your hands went, woof, that was it. That was the downfall.
I recorded that. I've still got that somewhere.
Yeah.
I recorded it.
That's actually, Brent, I remember too, you were a big stickler, Brent. You had the camcorder. That was back in the sort of the jackass time. We thought, fuck, we can beat him. We
used to think we used to run and do stiff shits off the back of the
Oh, that's shit.
I don't know why we did. I used to bust my nose up every time.
So no, that was the story. It was me being back in probably 18.
17, 18? Yeah.
18, because I drove.
Yeah, driving, that's right. Well, just
and I'm the youngest out of all of you.
That's probably the first time I was in prime when I was half fit. I was training hard. But yeah, and then we were at Frankston Beach with the pier there, and sunbird there. Got acquainted, and then it was a party or something, wasn't it? After that, later on. Yeah. And she told me she was about 16, 17 or something.
She didn't tell you, did she? Didn't she tell you later when we got?
No, that's right. No, but at the time she said.
At the time she said she was 18.
Yeah, something like or might have been 18. Yeah.
She definitely did.
18, yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Because you got stitched up.
Like in Parliament. Yes. So then we went to that party or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was Hampton. Her dad was having a party and she said all of you come.
That's right. And who was it? Who drove?
I drove.
I was in the car with Ted and we didn't make it to the party, but we picked Dan up from somewhere. That's the other part.
Red Rooster.
That's the only part of the story that I remember. I don't remember any of this stuff, so you're going to have to talk about that.
No, I took Greenie to the party, and I reckon was Daniel Johnson there?
Yes, he was.
That rings
he was.
Daniel Johnson.
Something happened with you
a
guys.
funny character.
Something happened with you guys, and me and Ted and Timmy were coming in Ted's car to see what.
It was me. It was me, Greenie, Daniel Johnson, and there was somebody else with us. There was somebody else, because then the old man come out over the fence, and that's when she said to you, "I'm actually 15 or 16." Or whatever. Yeah. And we were like, what? What do you mean? And then we sort of legged it. And then Daniel Johnson went back with a baseball bat to get him. And then so I ran back with him. And then I grabbed the bat off him. I grabbed the bat off Jono and I was like, mate, what are you doing? And then the old man come out over the fence and I turned with him and I had a baseball bat. And he's like,
that's right,
You fucking want to go? And I'm like, what?
Yeah.
And I just threw the bat and it just legged it. We just took off at 1,000 miles an hour.
Some of the stories, but that's right, mate. So we got
stitched up that day.
Yeah. Like the other part I was talking to, which goes on from that, is at some stage of the night, I don't know what it was, but we picked Greenie up from around that area. He must have he must have split with you guys or something. I don't know. And Ted was driving.
Yeah.
Greeny was walking by himself in the street somewhere. I don't know. It was in that area somewhere. Berwick or something. He was by himself. Berwick. Yeah. And we're like, how the fuck did he get here? So we're picking him up. And we did the old pull up next to him, pretend to let him in trick, and as he opens his door, do the little drive off.
You drive off. That's one of the great. That's one of the great.
But this, Smitty, this wasn't once, mate. Ted proceeded to do this for 45 minutes around this estate. Greeny had walked about 10 kilometres, I reckon. He ended up on the bonnet just hanging on, going around the roundabout.
I was holding on for dear life.
And Ted kept going up behind the window going, no, it's all right, I'll let you in. And then Greeny would be like, okay, go home, drive off again. It would have been 40 minutes, a good 40 minutes.
I miss him a lot. Yeah. He was my favourite. He was my hero out of the group.
The funny thing about Clint, his name's Clint. We call him Ted.
Yeah, I love him.
He's this, really innocent,
beautiful.
Probably like any parent would love their daughter to go out with him. He has beautiful blonde hair. Well, it's actually turned brown now. I don't know what's happening. He had this beautiful blonde hair. It was fit. He was, just a golden child.
Yep.
But he doesn't talk. He doesn't.
What about? So this is the last story from me. The fight.
Oh yeah, are you going, Chris?
We've only got 20 minutes left. The fight in Coringle. That was the biggest that I have ever seen. That house party. Was it Matthew Baxter? Daniel Baxter's brother?
I think so.
Trav Kennedy's brother?
No, Chris, I said my recollections are vague. What are you alluding to?
Oh, I was just saying, that was the biggest fight I've ever seen in my life. There was blokes jumping out of trees, throwing punches. You were in the middle of it, Daniel.
I was. Unfortunately.
I think they might have...
I don't know why.
They might have got his nose that night. I think they might have busted your nose that night. That was big. And Tripper bopped someone. He actually nearly decapitated someone.
Now, I don't attest to...
How did that start? That's all I want to know.
Someone that I think I knew, whatever, was involved, and it just started from something like that. And then, again, I'm sorry, I'll premise saying that I cannot fight. No, I probably can't fight either way, but no, I cannot. I was, drunk. 9 times out of 10, you'll beat me. If I'm pissed, one punch, I'm down.
That's so good.
But no, I just remember.
Do you remember that night? That was massive.
I can remember.
Was that near YCW's ground?
No, not at Kringle shops and stuff.
Brent, all I remember.
It was just off Sky Road, the corner of Sky Road and Kringle Drive. It was massive, Brent.
Yeah, there was a party that
shot. I definitely wasn't there.
Oh, it was huge. I rescued about 10 of them. I kept throwing them in cars, driving them off, parking somewhere, going back to get more because they had. It was literally about 60 to 10.
And you rescued all 10. In the middle of it.
I got Lukey out first because he was about to just get hiding. There was heaps.
Well, you didn't save me, Chris.
You were on the bottom. I could do nothing. I don't even know what happened. I was just standing there like...
No, all I remember is... What I remember from it is... Yeah, someone was getting... I don't know who it was. Someone was in the middle, in the street,
Yep.
And then I got someone off. And the next thing I went in the middle of the street.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah. And then I got fucking touched up. There was a couple on me. Someone kicked me in the nuts. And so
that was bad, though.
What's the first thing you do when you're kicked in the nuts?
Curl
Bend over.
You crouch over, that's right. And some can't grab your headlock and then fucking bang, knee to the nose. And just next thing that was it. blood pissed out, you know, and I was done. Thank fuck they let go and whatever happened, I don't know. But that was it. And
that was horrific that night.
Fun times.
Yeah.
No, that was horrific. Tripper nearly killed someone though. Tripper hit someone that hard. I've never seen anything like it. Because he was so much bigger than all of us. He was massive.
He was actually. He's a big man.
Yeah.
I'm a big man.
He got arrested, didn't he?
Did he? Oh,
No, falsely when they thought it was someone else.
No, he was a terrorist. Organisation, you know, he comes off as this white, you know, straightforward thinking man. No, he did falsely get arrested. And
that would be pretty scary.
That would have been actually.
Yeah.
Like not knowing what the fuck's going on.
No, I have no idea.
And yeah. But
yeah.
What do you got planned for the rest of the weekend?
Me or Daniel or who are you talking to? Doing that thing again.
Answer. Just both answer.
I'm gonna have sorry, Karen, you go.
Chris, you're ahead of me, mate. I'm in the pecking order here. I know my role. So
no, I'm just gonna have a bet. I'm just gonna have a bet today, and
how about Chris? Sorry, just quickly to butt in. If you do know me, I like doing a lot of things, and I do like having a bet. So maybe we start a little bit of a syndicate going. Whatever, keep us connected, waste our money, get in debt, and we'll be on Lifeline just to, you know, to. No, I'm not joking. That's taking it to the extreme, but no, we'll have a bet. We'll have a little syndicate going.
How much a week? We should do it, definitely.
No, we
whatever's in your savings, just all of it, all or nothing. That's how I live my life. Just go for it, all or nothing.
What did we? Are we gonna? Is it just the three of us? Or are we gonna invite other people in?
I hope it's just us three.
Oh, we'll just do us three. We won't invite anyone else. So then we do. The best thing we can do.
Does that mean I'm back on this show?
You're back.
Well, I'm not a gambler's asshole, so all the bets lay with you too. I'll just send my funds.
Thank you. That's all we need from you, Brent.
So, Brent, what you need to do is tee up. Do you have WhatsApp?
Who?
Yes.
You?
Who's you?
You.
No. Brent, what's your name? Chris. I have a phone number.
Okay. You need to create a group message when we get off Instagram.
And Instagram.
You still have Facebook Messenger, don't you, Dan?
Maybe, but I don't go on it. Brent.
But you could just for us three.
No. I'd rather just, yeah. What do you mean? Well, why do I need Messenger to do a bet?
No, so we all know what we're betting on.
Oh, Chris, just
Oh no, you can do it. You can do it on the iPhone. You can do it on the iPhone group message.
Hey, Brent.
That's what I said. I said Brent. Group message after this.
How about Bruce?
Bruce.
Chris.
Yeah.
How about this? Whatever we do, we just text it to each other.
Yeah, that's what we'll do.
Yeah, great.
I don't have your number.
iMessage.
Well, there's a reason for that. No, we'll sort that out.
No,
Because I like to bet.
Same, a lot. So, Brent,
I love it.
no, it's the best thing in the world.
Just knowing that you could win this.
Yeah.
But we don't. Have you won money, Chris, lately? Or
Yeah.
have you? What do you bet on normally?
Anything.
Am I talking loud? Anything.
No, anything. Horses. I love the horses.
Yeah, look, I love the horses too, but I've actually just gone to more betting on goal kickers in the AFL.
Yeah, always. Same game multis.
Not necessarily, but
I love them.
just say, for example, it might be 2, 3 from one game into 3, 4, 5 games. Sometimes I'll do 25 legs. Because, you know,
you
put a dollar on it. You put a dollar on it and it says, your return is 87,000.
Mate, and I just look in my eyes, go, cha-ching, cha-ching. But I've done about probably roughly about 20 bets so far since I've just doing goal kickers.
Yep.
And I've won nothing.
Yeah. Remember, you do one when you were here last time.
Yeah. Oh, well.
And you're like, Chris, you know what Greeny's move is when he loses a bet? Oh, look, I got those three. I just needed those three. That's his move. That's his go-to. I would have won if I got those three.
Hang on.
I would have won if I got those.
Brent, hang on. My last bet from last night, just to give you a bit of an insight to how I bet. Who do you bet with, Chris?
I do me footy bets on sports bet and the
Chris
horses.
has 88 apps.
Yeah, horses and that through the tab.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. So last night's game, right?
Yep.
This was me bet. Tell me if it was like a reasonable bet.
Go.
Didn't Woody kick a goal?
Yep.
Stewart, he didn't kick one.
No.
I had Langford, he kicked 2 goals.
Yep.
Parrish, didn't kick a goal. He normally does bomb up every now and then. Cameron, Finlay. Oh, go, Chris.
I had Parrish.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cameron.
Yep.
He kicked a goal. Finlayson kicked a goal. Himmelberg kicked a goal. Tim Taranto, but he missed out about 30 possessions, but
yeah,
he kicked one. And then Kidney Goodo kicked a goal.
Yeah. So I had. Yeah, it is. I had over 101 total game points, which I got because it was 55 to whatever.
Yeah.
I had Hopper to get. I had Hopper to get same game. I had Hopper to get 20 plus disposals.
Mm-hmm.
He got that. I had Josh Kelly anytime goal scorer. He kicked a point and missed.
Does that happen? That howls me, mate.
The worst.
And that when they're easy. Just quickly, I know we're limited time, but goal kicking, Chris.
It's disgusting.
Actually, as a coach,
yeah.
What do you do for that?
They need to kick under fatigue. They don't kick.
I don't think. What do you mean under fatigue? Oh no! Excuse me, Chris.
Yeah.
Wow.
This is where I am going to not berate you. Sorry, I'm not trying to put you under the top, Chris.
Yeah.
No. As a coach, let's just talk about AFL for a minute. Not that we do know, but what you hear.
Yeah.
Coaches apparently dictate the game. Is that right?
Yep.
So
That's
if you're if you're instructed to play a certain way, somewhat you're going to do that.
Yep.
It's a business. Now the AFL is a business.
100%.
You have to do what your employer tells you to do. You're the employer, Chris.
Yep.
Now, training.
Yep.
Does a full forward need to run 3,000 metres?
No.
What does a goal kicker do?
Kick goals.
So what would you do as a coach to
keep
better
forward
and kick a goal?
Yeah, that's what they do at training. That's what my full forward does. Kick goals every night at training.
Right.
But we didn't get to play. He's a star though.
Yeah. Who is he?
Matt Carnelli. He's kicked over 1,000 goals, nearly.
Never
900 and he's a star.
Nah, Matt Carnelli.
Yeah.
What's his nickname?
Hammer.
Hammer. That means 2 things.
Love
it. Which one is it, Chris?
Which one? What?
Hammer. Hammer normally means you got a schlong.
A reasonably sized appendage, you mean?
Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for, Brett. Or 3 words, whatever you said. Or he's tough. He's hammer. Yeah, bang. Hit him.
Or he's got both.
Oh,
played by the boy. Big boy. Big scary boy.
How old is he?
No, he's a bit older now. So you're 30, he'd be between 32 and 35, I reckon. Around there somewhere.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So happy days.
What's that noise?
What is that noise?
I reckon Smitty's watching the races.
Smitty. Yeah, Smitty. Did we get up? What were we talking about before that? Just quickly, before we have to get off.
Gambling. We're going to get a group message.
Gambling. Yeah, we'll do gambling. Yeah. There was something else we were saying. I think there was something else we were talking about. No. Lost it.
Lost it. What were we talking about? Brent's going to sleep or something.
Just replying to Timmy Worrell.
What did he say? What did he say?
He's got no more stories. He's giving us all he's got.
He's done.
Tell him. If I'm back on this show,
which I think you will be from the response we're currently getting.
How though? We haven't sent it to anyone.
Brett, don't lift me up, mate. I was there. I actually thought I was needed.
You are needed. You're the man.
No, Chris, please. You don't have to flatter me. I know what my stake is in this podcast. No, I'm happy to oblige when you need
headphones.
What?
That's our stake in this podcast, a set of headphones.
You owe me money for these too, bro. This is bloody, I tell you. We were saying something before, Chris, weren't we?
Yeah, you went on a tangent.
About what?
Well, you went on a tangent about goal kicking.
Yeah, that's
right.
Oh,
yeah. You were talking about betting on goal kickers, and Smitty said they hate it when one kicks a point instead of a goal, and then you've gone.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, that's right. Sorry, that's what your what's your methodology with training, Chris? Just like in a broad sense.
Skills.
That's fair enough.
Skills. There's not enough skill.
So
skill.
No, do you, as I say, everything filters down from the AFL, try to put the tactics involved what they do?
Nope.
Fair enough. So if you were to, just quickly, I know we're limited on time, but if you were to like say the AFL, somewhat how they play, train, coach, whatever, blah, blah, compared to lower league or yourself, what you would do, just in a brief sense.
Nah, I get baffled by the AFL. I don't understand.
100%.
I don't understand it. The one thing, so a lot of coaches that I've worked under for the last, since I stopped coaching in 2015, and I've been an assistant coach there, I hate teams and coaches that say we need to go backwards to go forwards. That makes no sense to me.
Oh, I had that too.
Out of a stoppage, you've got to hammer backwards.
Yeah, I was going to say, are you offensive, defensive?
Offensive.
You probably obviously answered yes, offensive.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So the way I see it is, if my team kicks 18 goals and the other team kicks 16 goals, we win the match.
It makes sense, doesn't it, Chris?
And that's what I don't understand.
And that's the best brand of footy you can play, obviously.
100%.
To be offensive. Fair enough. You'll get kick goals against you if you're being offensive.
Of course you will. And you will lose games.
It's just how much better you can do that than the other side, obviously. Do you know what I mean?
100%.
Of course you need a defender. Of course you need,
Of course you do.
Yeah. Remember like old school, you'd have one tagger.
Yep.
Take the best player and at the very least, something the forward line man up and follow the best forward sort of thing. And again, we're still young compared to the AFL, like what's happened. But like, you think probably 20, 30 years ago, when we probably just started learning about AFL football, how good it was, like how,
100%.
Like, I watched a game, I think it was the Bombers playing Brisbane. I think it was, I can't remember what year it was exactly, say 15, 20 years ago. Just how quickly it flowed. Again, it might not have been the best skills. It might not have been the best brand of footy. But just one side's got the ball, bang, kicking there, going forward. Trying to get a result.
I'll tell you the biggest thing that I think has gone wrong for AFL and local footy right now, and it's something that I will not do. Meetings.
Money.
Meetings.
Money. Oh, yeah.
Mate, last year, so you when was the last time you played footy?
Under nines, wasn't it?
So picture this.
No,
right?
sorry, just probably 5 years ago.
And I'm not saying that the bloke that coached where I coached last year was doing it wrong, because I know that I've been to 4 different clubs before I ended up here, and they were all the same. So we had a meeting.
In what sense, Chris? It means same.
That all the coaches doing something, because they're all copycats. They're all copycats.
As in,
so,
what the previous person did, or what?
They're all the same, but they just all other coaches. So every coach that I've been under is doing the same sort of thing.
Yeah, agree.
So that bloke's doing it. I'm gonna try to do it better.
That's right. So last year we had a meeting on a Thursday. There would be selection, and then we'd go straight into the rooms and have a meeting as a group, as a team. I'm talking. So the ones. Yeah. Then on Friday night there would be stuff put up on the messenger to the whole group, to all the ones players, about certain players and all this sort of stuff and what we expect. Then Saturday at halftime, you would have a meeting on the ground while the other twos are in getting changed.
Yeah.
Then at 3/4 time, like, we'd go into the rooms and then have another meeting with everyone sitting there.
Yeah.
And then at 3/4 time, the line coaches would speak to all the players in their lines. And then the captain speaks and the coach speaks before you go out. There's so much fucking. Just strip it all back. It's local footy, for fuck's sake.
So, like, just in a basic sense from you, Chris, how would your philosophy, your methodology on coaching go compared to others? So, like, for example, say, like, okay, talk about training and then talk about game day.
It's going to be interesting because I'm going to be completely different to a lot of others, so it may not work and I may be the one that looks like a dickhead and not have a job.
No, but at least you're doing what you think you need.
That's right. And that's what I got. That's what I got taught off Shane.
Doesn't. Sorry.
No, that's what I got taught.
You're the co-host. I'll stop talking.
He said to me,
4 minutes, fellas.
Okay. Well, he said to me, back yourself in because you're the one that will get fired at the end of it. So don't do it a different way. Do what you believe.
You think. Yeah, exactly right.
If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. I think we get you back on to speak more about this. Is everyone frozen?
I think Dan.
This is what you did to me. This is what you did to me.
This has to stay on. This has to stay on.
This is what you did this to me. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to wrap it up.
But I'm going to leave you with a fact to think about once you wrap it up.
Okay. Well, this has been everybody. This has been the BS Exchange. Today we've been able to get Danny Green in, and we will get him back. And
it was sensational. Good to see him.
It was good fun. It was great to see him. I haven't seen him for a long time. So well done, Danny, and thanks for everything you've done.
Hey, he's back!
Oh, hang on. What's happened there? Mate, what happened there?
That's even better.
Mate, I'm ringing you. I just heard these things come out the headphones. Are we back?
We wrapped it up.
You froze. We wrapped it up.
We wrapped it up.
Mate, there's no one moving. Chris, you look like you were sucking the bloke in Thailand. But is that it? Are we done?
That was the best ending ever.
Greeny, right, I'm going to leave you with a fact that I discovered this week. You probably already know.
Go.
Are we back on?
Okay, yes. Listen, we've only got a couple of minutes. Listen, quickly, we'll all get a quick thing to say, but I just want to leave you this fact I learnt this week. Did you know that the skin that your lips are made out of is the same as a skin on your asshole?
Yes.
You knew that?
You know why? That's why your breath tastes like shit.
Mine doesn't. Only Wixie's does.
Oh, mate.
Sorry, boys.
Perfect.
I'll see you later.
Thanks for
coming.
Message
me, Brent. Group message. We'll get this syndicate going.
Okay.
Chris,
you've
been fantastic, mate.
You're a star, mate. Good to see you.
You are, mate.
Can't wait to have you back, Daniel.
Yeah.
I can't wait to be back.
See you next Saturday.
Oh, Marv, cut. This has got to be. Mate, this is. She's getting down. Oh, shit.
Make sure everyone subscribes to the YouTube.
Yeah, make sure you do. We'll have him back. And next
See you next time.
Can we get Timmy Worrell on as well?
Yes, we can.
Okay.
Next time.
Well, is it Gillespie now?
It is.
Quick, Dan, you got 30 seconds. Anything?
Kill your dog. this person then just proceeded to...
So did you fuck him or not?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't.
Oh.
No. So I literally was